So guys, I thought I'd do a quick review of this Draper Stormforce MIG welder. It's a 100 amp MIG welder. It's what you might call an entry level. I picked this up about 3 months ago to do some MOT work on my van, which later on in the video you will be able to see what I've done, as well as something else. And yeah, I've owned this about 3 months. It's not an unboxing video, it's just when I buy things, I like to share them on YouTube and what I think of them. I'm not a welder, I'm not a professional welder, I don't do it for a living, so this is something for my own personal use. And if you are looking for something entry level that's not a stick welder, then this might be for you. You might remember me doing a video for a stick welder a while ago that was called a welder mate or something, and yeah, it wasn't suitable for what I needed it to do. I needed to weld some really thin metal and I kept blowing holes in the metal, so purchased this from Toolstation here in the UK. It was £149.99 I believe, so it's a lot like Screwfix. You go in, you click and collect your order. So yeah, now if you're wondering why I'm wearing these headphones, it's because the microphone on my phone is not working, and I needed something to pick my voice up. I've already done a video earlier and it was just completely silent, just had me rattling on, and I'm sure you can't lip read, so redoing the video. So we'll crack on, let you know what's in the box. So this is the box that it came in. Plywood bottom, unusual, but there you go. Nice thick box as well, so it's quite good for storage. You can see on the box what it's got. It's a gasless 100 amp MIG welder. So this is a plug and play MIG welder. Straightforward 13 amp plug here in the UK. All you do is plug it in and you're off. That's as easy as it is. It did come with welding mask, wire brush and a spool of I think it's 0.8mm wire, which will get you going. It has a 40 to 100 amp range, 230 volts. There you go, 0.6 to 0.9mm FCW, so that's the flux core wire, as it's called, FCW, 13 amp, IP21S, and it's telling you got thermal cutout and fan cooling there. Comes with 12 months warranty, and it is classed as a MIG welder. So yeah, this is the MIG welder. Now what I will say is, hang on, I'll just go get my welding mask. So what I will say is the welding mask that came with it was a bit rubbish. Had a very small aperture, so, and it was dark as well, one of those dark ones you hold in front of your face, and you have to clip it all together. Now it'll get you going, it'll get you welding, but you know, I invested in something a little bit better. Now these are about £25–30, which isn't expensive for a welding helmet. If you want something a little bit better, then I'd suggest buying something slightly better, but I don't do welding professionally, so this one is ideal for me. It covers your face, it's automatic, so when you put this on you can see what's in front of you quite clearly, and once the welding starts it basically darkens it up so that you're not getting the arc eye, as they call it, so you're not getting blinded by the welding. It's fully adjustable, but this is made by Impacts Professional Power Tools. Purchased it from Screwfix, like I said, £25–30, but it's worth it to protect your face and your eyes, so it's always worth investing in something that's a little bit better quality. I mean, like I said, the mask that comes with it is not too bad, but it's not the best. Another thing you need is some decent welding gloves. These are leather welding gloves. Cover your arms, make sure your arms are covered, because again you need to protect your skin from the heat from the welder, otherwise you'll end up with sunburn. Ask me how I know, because that's what happened to me. So yeah, this is the like I say, 100 amp. Comes with your wand there. You've got about 6 foot of wire. The only problem I had with this was with the switch, which is a little micro switch inside there. Now if you wanted to replace all this, it cost quite a fortune, but you can replace the micro switches inside, so it's not too bad. once you press the button, it will automatically start feeding the wire out, and you do get some extra tips. I think there's 2 extra tips in the box for the MIG welder inside. So yeah, that it's not too bad. It does come with quite a few accessories to get you going. You do have your earth clamp there as well. It's just a standard earth clamp. It's a bit like a jump lead, so that's fine. Fairly basic on the front. You've got your on-off switch there. Your thermal cutout light there tells you, so all you do is let it rest for a while if that comes on and cuts out. Min max switch 1 and 2, so the minimum, that's the minimum setting it will go on for the amps that it's going to produce. So like I said, you've got 40 to 100 amp range, so min 1 will be about 40. Then if you switch it to max and 1, I don't know, that's probably about 60, 80 amp, and then fully loaded on number 2 and max, you'd be looking at 100 amp. So yeah, when you think about it, 1 would be 80 amp minimum, and 2 would be 60 amp minimum, 1 would be 40 amp. So that's how that would work. This little dial here is for the speed of the wire. That will adjust how fast it's coming out or how slow you want it to coming out, depending on how good you are at welding. So yeah, it is quite a compact little machine, very basic. There are better ones on the market, but for 150 quid you're on your way, aren't you? So next thing I need to show you is inside. So basically you just lift this up. As you can see now, I bought another spool of wire because I used the other one up. I've accidentally uncoiled it by trying to undo it there, and that doesn't move. The wheel does move. You undo it with this nut at the top, and there you see the spool just lifts out, spring loaded, and that is a kilogram spool, so it did take that, although they advised against it. I think you can get smaller ones, but it did cope with that quite well. Once you've fitted the spool in, all you're doing is feeding it through. So you basically undo that, unclip that, and you feed your spool through this thing there, this little tube here. It catches a little wheel here, and then when you place that, hopefully you can see that, it creates two wheels that grip it into place. One's got some teeth on there which pull the wire through, so when you activate your welding switch there, it activates the motor inside there and starts spooling it through. So once you've threaded it through, that's what you need to do, is you need to switch it on and start bringing it through to the front of your torch at the front here until it starts showing. You just basically tighten it up there. Once you've got it all set up and going away. So yeah, this is the Draper Stormforce. Like I say, 150 quid, 100 amp welder. It's great for doing thin bits of metal and a bit of welding projects, maybe MOT work. So yeah, there you go. Take you outside now to show you what I did to my van and show you another little project I did with it, and then we'll finish the video off. So this is the MOT work that I needed to do. I needed to repair my sill across here and up the front, the side bit there up to the top. I basically cut it all out and then placed some metal in to plate it up. It's not the best job, but like I say, I'm not a professional welder. You can just about see the seams on the underneath, but this did get it through an MOT, so I'm quite happy with the result of the welder. So yeah, that's what I did with it. Also, if we get right underneath the van, you'll notice it's got a new exhaust on it. Now you might be thinking, what's that got to do with the welding video? Well, it's a case of what do you do with the old exhaust? So here we go. There's some brake discs for feet. Here's the exhaust. A few bits of scrap metal for his face. And there you go, that's Metal Man. did some seam welding to weld some of the tubes together, and this is how I got practiced with the welder. Gives you a lot of practice doing a project like this, but this is the entire exhaust of the van, and you can see these are actually bearings off the wheel bearing off the van as well, and these are the flanges where the exhaust joints are, made lips out of them. Got a clutch plate at the top for his hat, and around the back for his hair. That's actually a wire basket that I just stripped off the wires and tack welded them on. So yeah, that's Metal Man. Is an interesting project. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a tour around my van, and hope you enjoyed the Metal Man as well. That was an interesting project I did with the exhaust, obviously, off the van. So yeah, this is the Draper Stormforce 100 amp welder. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it informative, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to like the video, push the notification button. Like I said, I'm not a professional welder. If you want to know how to weld, you need to research some other videos. But yeah, this is my take on the Draper Stormforce. Not a bad machine. If you want one, get yourself down to some local tool station, 149 quid, or just pick one that you like yourself. Not a bad make, Draper, and of course they come with a 12-month warranty. So like I say, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another video soon. Thanks for watching.